The night air was cold, carrying the faint smell of rain and asphalt. In the parking lot of the Oak Creek Diner, only a few cars remained under a lonely street lamp. A puddle near the curb reflected the empty sky. Everything was quiet. Too quiet. This was where everything changed. It was the last place anyone saw Mia Thompson. She finished her shift, said goodbye, and walked out the back door, just like any other night. But this night, Mia stepped into a mystery that would haunt her town for years. Her car, a small blue sedan, waited for a driver who never returned. No signs of struggle, no dropped keys, no forgotten purse. It was as if she'd been erased from the world in seconds. The silence of the parking lot was heavy, holding a question no one could answer. Where did Mia go? The ordinary became extraordinary. The familiar became frightening. Her parents, Mark and Susan, expected her home by 10:30. When the clock ticked past 11, worry turned to fear. Calls to her phone went straight to voicemail. Her friends hadn't heard from her. Mark drove to the diner. Her car was there, but Mia was not. The diner was dark. The parking lot was empty. The world felt suddenly wrong. That empty space became a symbol, the starting point of a nightmare. The police combed every inch of that asphalt, searching for anything that could explain the impossible. But the parking lot kept its secrets. It offered no answers, only the chilling reality of absence. A 17-year-old girl had clocked out, walked into the night, and disappeared. In her place, a question mark settled over Oak Creek, lingering like the cold night fog. The ordinary rhythm of life was broken by a deafening silence. The last known location of a beloved daughter, friend, and student became a haunting landmark. The police would return again and again, but the parking lot never spoke, and so the mystery began. Mia Thompson was the kind of girl you noticed, a bright smile, infectious laughter. 17, a junior at Oak Creek High, she had a close circle of friends and a loving family. She loved music on her old record player, dreamed of Italy, and saved for a better camera. She wanted to be a photographer, seeing beauty in small details. Her family was her world. Parents Mark and Susan, younger brother Leo. Their home was filled with warmth, dinners full of stories, and playful arguments over the TV remote. Mia was responsible and kind, helping Leo with homework and remembering birthdays. She was the glue that held her family together. At school, she excelled in art and English, described as creative and thoughtful. On the yearbook committee, she was always behind the camera, capturing moments. Friends said you could always count on Mia. She listened, gave good advice, and was loyal. Her best friend Chloe had been by her side since kindergarten. They planned to go to college together. Her job at the Oak Creek Diner was her first step into adulthood. She worked evenings, liked the independence, and saved every dollar for her dreams. Her co-workers were a second family, sharing jokes and stories during shifts. Mia was known for her hard work and positive attitude. Her life was a simple, happy tapestry. Family, friends, school, and work. No one imagined this beautiful tapestry would be torn apart. She was a normal teenager with a bright future. There were no signs of trouble, no secret life. Mia's disappearance would shatter the sense of safety in Oak Creek. Her story would become a cautionary tale, and her absence would leave a void no one could fill. The evening of Mia's disappearance began like any other. It was Monday, January 5th, 2026. The winter air was crisp. Mia arrived at the diner before her 5 p.m. shift, greeted her manager Sarah, and tied her apron. The diner was busy with the after-work crowd. Families, laughter, clattering plates. Mia smiled, led customers to tables, took orders. Everything was normal. She chatted with co-worker Ben about weekend plans and a tough history test. She wanted to go hiking and take photos if the weather was good. Nothing seemed out of place, no signs of worry or distress. As the evening wore on, the diner grew quieter, The dinner rush ended. Mia and the closing crew wiped tables, swept floors, restocked napkins. At 9:45 p.m., Mia finished her work, untied her apron, grabbed her jacket and backpack. She said goodnight to Sarah and Ben. "See you Wednesday." Those were the last words they'd ever hear her speak. She pushed open the back door to the employee parking area, a path she'd walked 100 times. The cold air hit her face. Her car was just 50 feet away. The journey should have taken less than a minute. She had her keys, her phone, and was on her way home. But somewhere in that short distance, the ordinary routine shattered. The simple act of walking to her car became the final chapter of her known life. The door clicked shut behind her, and Mia Thompson was gone. No one saw or heard anything unusual. The night swallowed her in silence. The last shift ended, but the questions had only begun, and Oak Creek would never be the same. The most crucial evidence came from a grainy security camera above the diner's back wall. Its job watch over the dumpster and employee parking. The footage was black and white, silent and low quality. But it captured Mia's last known moments. Police watched the video over and over, searching for answers. At 9:52 p.m., the back door swings open. Mia steps out, alone. She pulls her jacket tight, adjusts her backpack, and looks like any teen heading home. She turns right, walking toward her car, just out of frame. For a few seconds, nothing seems unusual. No urgency, no fear. She doesn't look over her shoulder. Then at the edge of the frame, Mia stops. Her posture changes. She turns her head slightly, as if she heard or saw something. It's a subtle movement, lasting only a second. Is she reacting to someone? The video quality makes it impossible to tell. In the next frame, she's gone, beyond the camera's view. The camera keeps recording the empty lot. Nothing moves. No other people appear. No cars drive by. It's as if the world swallowed her whole. Police enhanced the footage, searched for shadows, reflections. Nothing. The video shows Mia walking toward her car, pausing, then vanishing from sight. The beginning and end of the mystery, captured in a few seconds of silent footage. The final image, a girl stepping into the unknown. In the first hours, everyone believed technology would provide answers. Mia's smartphone was a digital extension of herself. Conversations, photos, location, her whole world. Police requested her phone's location data, hoping for a digital breadcrumb. But hope faded fast. Mia's phone last pinged a cell tower at 9:53 p.m., right after she left the diner. Then silence. No further pings, no data, no calls, no texts. It was as if the phone had been turned off or destroyed. The digital trail ended where she was last seen. Investigators searched her social media, email, and cloud storage. They found nothing unusual. No secret accounts, no hidden distress. Her digital life was as normal as her real one, photos of friends, homework chats, favorite bands. No evidence of talking to strangers or plans to meet anyone that night. Her laptop showed only schoolwork and photography. Every lead turned into a dead end. The complete lack of digital clues was more disturbing than finding something sinister. Whatever happened to Mia, it happened suddenly, without warning. Her digital world, like her physical one, simply stopped at 9:53 p.m. The search for answers became a search for a ghost. The morning after Mia vanished, Oak Creek woke to a nightmare. News spread quickly. A local girl was missing. Police tape cordoned off the diner's parking lot, Mia's car still there. Officers searched dumpsters, bushes, and woods behind the shopping center. Hundreds of volunteers joined the search. Parents, teachers, students, strangers. Flyers with Mia's picture appeared everywhere. Search parties covered parks, trails, abandoned buildings, calling her name. Every sound brought hope, then silence. Police dedicated all resources, re-interviewed everyone, checked surveillance from nearby businesses. State and federal agencies joined in, using dogs and drones. But every path led to a dead end. Days turned into a week. The search area grew wider, hope dimmer. The weather turned colder, snow covering any clues. Vigils were held, candles lit, yellow ribbons tied around trees. The search for Mia became a search for answers in a mystery with none. The community's hope faded, but the search continued. The pain of not knowing grew heavier. And the question, "Where is Mia?" echoed through Oak Creek. As the search stalled, Oak Creek filled the silence with theories. Whispers started in coffee shops, on social media, over fences. Everyone had an idea, a suspicion, a what if. Theories ranged from the plausible to the fantastic. Some believed Mia ran away, maybe a secret life, a reason to leave. Police found no evidence, her bank account untouched, no packed bag, messages about the future. The runaway theory didn't fit. Others feared abduction by a stranger, a car waiting in the shadows. Police checked offenders, traffic cameras, but found no evidence, no witnesses, no ransom. The stranger theory was terrifying, but unproven. Some wondered if someone close to Mia was involved. Police investigated family, friends, co-workers. No signs of conflict, all cleared. This suspicion only deepened the community's pain. Theories multiplied, but none brought answers. The town's unity fractured under the weight of uncertainty. The whispers became a way to cope with the unexplainable, but the truth remained out of reach. The mystery only grew. Months passed. The yellow ribbons faded. Flyers peeled from lampposts. The case of Mia Thompson grew cold. The task force was downsized. The lead detective moved on. But Mia's file stayed on his desk. No new leads, no new evidence. The silence stretched on. The investigation never closed. On anniversaries, police released the CCTV footage again, hoping for a breakthrough. News segments brought fresh sadness, but no answers. The case file thickened with false sightings and dead ends. For Mia's family, time deepened the wound. Her bedroom remained untouched. A time capsule of a life interrupted. Every phone call, every knock brought hope and fear. The family was trapped in the moment of her disappearance. The case became a local legend, a story with no ending. The lack of resolution was its most haunting feature. It was as if Mia had simply ceased to be. All that remained was the pain of her absence and the cold, hard fact that the trail ended just a few feet from where it began. Mia Thompson's disappearance left a permanent mark on Oak Creek. Ordinary places became reminders of the unexplainable. The sense of safety was shattered. Parents held children tighter. Curfews grew stricter. A shadow of fear and suspicion lingered. Mia's story became part of the town's identity, a shared trauma. The hardest part was the unanswered question. Without an answer, there could be no closure, no peace. Every possible scenario played out in people's minds. Did she run away? Was she taken? Is she still alive? The uncertainty was torture. Her story is terrifying because it could happen to anyone. It reminds us how quickly a life can vanish. Mia's absence became a presence, a silent, enduring question mark. The world moved on, but Oak Creek remained frozen, waiting for an answer. And the shadow of Mia Thompson lingers, a mystery with no end.